Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, my cute little cheerful, smart, intelligent, and brave friends. Welcome to the Story House, a place where we present to you an interesting story from the Quran every day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has narrated many stories in the Holy Quran, wise and delightful stories that bring you joy and inspiration, while we learn wonderful things from the true stories, old and new. So, let's embark on a thrilling journey to the world of the Quran. But before listening to the story, make sure you have completed all your tasks properly so that you can enjoy listening to the story uninterrupted. And I really admire all of you being a part of this story. Oh, and also we have learned a new habit now. Before listening to a Quranic story, we should always make a dua that Allah grants us the ability to understand it well, remember it, and learn good lessons from it so that we can act upon them. Inshallah. Now, we were listening to a story from the 12 juz of the Quran, a story that is called Ahsan al-Qasas, meaning the best of stories. Did you have a look into which is that? It was a story of a true dream seen by Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam and how that dream eventually came true. We had reached the part where Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was taken out of the well and sold. The one who bought him was the Aziz of Egypt, the governor of Egypt. He took him home, treated him like a son, and raised him with great love and care. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was not only beautiful in appearance but also possessed exceptional character. He was extremely noble, wise, intelligent, and everyone loved him dearly. Now, what happened next? The wife of Aziz of Egypt, whose name was Zuleika, thought to herself, "This is just a young boy whom we have purchased as a slave. He will do whatever I tell him without question." With this thought, she devised a plan. She decided to test Yusuf alayhi salam by saying, "Let's steal something together and not tell Aziz." When she said this to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, he immediately replied, "Ma'adh Allah, I seek refuge with Allah. How can I do such a thing? My master has treated me with kindness, raised me with love, and placed his trust in me. How can I betray him?" Zuleika insisted, "It's not a big deal. He won't find out." But Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam firmly said, "I can never commit a sin, whether in secret or openly. Stealing is a terrible crime." Saying this, he turned to run away, making it clear that he would not even discuss such wrongdoing. Zuleika became furious. She thought, "How dare this slave disobey me? I am the wife of the great Aziz of Egypt. I'm rich and powerful, and he refuses to listen to me?" In her anger, she ran after Yusuf alayhi salam, trying to catch him. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was running ahead while Zuleika was chasing him. She grabbed his shirt, but since he was running with force, his shirt tore from the back. As soon as Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam reached the door and opened it to escape, there stood Aziz of Egypt along with a relative. They were shocked to see both of them running. Before Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam could say anything, Zuleika quickly made up a lie. She said, "Punish this slave, either send him to prison or give him a severe punishment, for he tried to steal from your house." Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam immediately responded, "She is lying. In fact, she was the one who tried to tempt me, and when I ran away, she chased me and tore my shirt." Aziz of Egypt was stunned. He could not believe that his wife would lie, but at the same time, he also knew that Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam had never spoken a lie in his life. So he asked, "Yusuf, how can I be sure that you are telling the truth?" At this moment, the man who had come with Aziz of Egypt suggested a way to determine the truth. He said, "We can check Yusuf's shirt. If his shirt is torn from the front, then it means he was approaching Zuleika, and she is telling the truth. But if his shirt is torn from the back, then it means that Yusuf was running away, and she was the one chasing him. In that case, Yusuf is truthful and Zuleika is lying. When they examined the shirt, they found that it was torn from the back. It became clear to everyone that Prophet Yusuf was truthful and Zuleika had lied. Aziz of Egypt became furious and said, "This is a cunningness of women. Your deceit is truly great. Yusuf, do not worry about this incident, just ignore it. And Zuleika, seek forgiveness for your sin, for you are the one who was at fault." However, this incident could not remain a secret. The news spread across the city, and soon the elite women of Egypt started gossiping. They said, "Can you believe that the wife of Aziz of Egypt tried to seduce her own slave? How astonishing! She humiliated herself because of a mere servant." When Zuleika heard the rumors, she became very angry and wanted to prove a point. So she invited these women to a banquet. She placed fruits before them and gave each woman a knife. Then she called Prophet Yusuf and said, "Come and help serve the food." As soon as the women saw Prophet Yusuf they were completely stunned. They had never seen such beauty before. Prophet Yusuf was the most handsome person in the world. No one before or after him could ever match his beauty. In their amazement, while cutting the fruit, they absent-mindedly cut their own fingers. In awe, they exclaimed, "This is no ordinary man. He looks like an angel from the heavens." After witnessing his extraordinary beauty, they all wanted to befriend him and involve him in their personal affairs. As such incidents became more frequent, the ministers and officials of Egypt became worried. They advised Aziz of Egypt, "We need to do something about this situation before it gets out of hand." Meanwhile, Prophet Yusuf prayed to Allah, "O Allah, these people are constantly trying to trap me. It would be better for me to imprison than to fall into their schemes." Allah accepted his prayer. Prophet Yusuf prayed to Allah, "O Allah, it is better for me to be imprisoned than to fall into their traps." Allah accepted his prayer, and soon after, Aziz of Egypt and his officials decided that the best way to handle the situation was to imprison Yusuf salam. They believed that if he were imprisoned, the problem caused by his presence would be resolved. Thus, Prophet Yusuf salam was sent to prison, where he remained for 7 or 12 years. During this time, he continued spreading the message of Allah and taught the prisoners good morals and wisdom. Due to his excellent character, all the prisoners became his friends and deeply admired him. Now, something very strange happened in prison. On the same day that Prophet Yusuf entered the prison, two other men were also imprisoned. These men were servants of the king of Egypt. One was his cupbearer, meaning wine server, and the other was his royal cook, the chef. Both had been accused of poisoning the king's food. Whether they had actually done so or not, we do not know. A few days later, both men saw a strange dream. Since they knew that Prophet Yusuf was a pious and wise man, they decided to ask him for the interpretation of their dreams. The first man, the cupbearer, said, "I saw in my dream that I was squeezing grapes into wine." Prophet Yusuf interpreted the dream and said, "This means that you will be proven innocent, released from prison, and reinstated to your position. You will once again serve wine to your master." The second man, the royal cook, said, "I saw that I was carrying a basket of bread on my head, and birds were eating from it." Upon hearing this, Prophet Yusuf told him, "This means that you will be executed, hung on the gallows, and birds will eat from your head." And just as Prophet Yusuf had interpreted, both dreams came true. The cupbearer was found innocent and was released. The royal chef was sentenced to death and executed. After this incident, Prophet Yusuf became famous in the prison as an interpreter of dreams, called as Mu'abbir. Before the cupbearer was released, Prophet Yusuf made a request. He said, "When you are freed, please mention my case to the king. I want to present my case before him because I have committed no crime that justifies my imprisonment. The cupbearer promised to do so, but as you know, Shaitan makes people forget things. As soon as he was freed and returned to the king's service, he completely forgot about Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam and his request. What happened next? How did Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam finally reach the king? We will hear the rest of the story tomorrow, insha'Allah. For now, this is enough for today. Remember, my dear children, please do pray. Do not forget ever to pray for yourself and for all the Muslims around the world after every of your prayer. So if you like the story, please like, subscribe and share it. Insha'Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.